4-ish minute warning. This is the preamble, the pre-broadcast broadcast for lunchtime movement snack. First person in. I can't see who it is. I can now. North of England and Wales. Oh, and now south of England is in. And Scotland. Hello, come on, keep coming on in. It's the lunchtime shift. It's the lunchtime crew. Which I think currently is similar to the breakfast crew. We've got some attracting different audiences throughout the day. We've got some diehards that are in all three and some that are selectively choosing, and that's absolutely fine. That's what this is all about. We're just adding to your minutes, and there's loads of you doing lots of other things. This is good. This is over and above anything else you're doing. Familiar names, familiar little icon pictures that I'm seeing. So this is the preamble that we've all been coming to get used to. I won't say no in love because I'm still getting used to it, but I just need to thrust this before your eyes again. This is the activity calendar that informs pretty much the whole themes that I'm offering to you in these days. These are, you can buy one of these as a hard copy colour, or it's freely downloadable now. If you have access to a printer, you can print it for free. Hello everyone, still coming in, come on, keep coming, there's plenty of room. Are you getting in the movement zone? How was your morning? Have you thought about movement a little bit more? How you move? Are you thinking about standing or being a bit active in the chair more frequently? Are you sitting down with a little bit more control? Optimising those opportunities for strength in legs? We're just trying to optimise everything. Every movement minute is valid, is of value, and plays a part in this accumulative collection of benefits. So many benefits. And maybe just the benefit of the minute is that it's a bit of light relief to have this crazy experience. Nice comments, thank you. Okay, should we say 1 minute? This is your 1 minute warning. And then we're going to get ready for the lunchtime movement snack. As I mentioned this morning, we're going to do this lunchtime set tends to be more strength focused, and by strength I mean functional strength, predominantly around lower limb. But yesterday we've been starting to explore this need, requirement and critical benefit around some functional strength in the upper body and wrists. So shall I start? The official start. Hang on. 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, my name's Bex Townley. Welcome to the second week of this Make Movement Your Mission. It's day 10 in total, and this is our second movement snack of today. And this week we've already accumulated 60 movement minutes. The aim of the game is to accumulate for gain. Just made that up. Accumulate for gain. How's that? The name of the game. Anyway, enough. Pick your position, sit or stand. We're going to do our usual circulation boost that I hope we're becoming to know and love. In sit or stand, change between the two, just a little bit of mobility to prep ankles and posture, and then we're going to go in for it's either a progress check from last week or it's your start point baseline check on sit to stand rise. Okay, so let's go. Pick your position, please. So if you're in a chair, any chair, sit tall away from the back of the chair. Offer yourself some support if you need, because we're going to shift and transfer the weight forward a little bit. This is because it's easier to stand. For now, just have your feet under your knees, lift a little bit taller, and in seated you can start your circulation boost. Either you could start in the top end first with some steady arm, shoulder movement marching, or you can start down the bottom end first. Remember, from the floor, ankles and feet. We're looking to avoid stampy flat feet. Okay, so more ankles please, more ankles. Keep going with that if that's your seated option. In stand, we have the same, but now we need to consider standing posture. Loads of opportunities for support in this little corner. That's why I've pitched up here. I've got one here at hip height. If you prefer, we can take hand on the wall. If you prefer, fingertips on the wall. So just find some support, just to give you a little bit more confidence so that you can really focus on ankles and weight transfer without concern for balance. That's why we have these options. Lift and open a little bit more. This circulation boost just serves to do exactly that. Just boost the circulation, especially if you've been sat for a while this morning. But even if you've been active doing other things, it gives us time to focus on optimum movement and get us in the zone for something a little bit more specific. Okay, this is all about us, this is all about movement. It's not about performing the tasks, as it were, but these movements will help when you go and perform your activities of daily living. So we little boosts that just make us feel, yeah, that's it, I'm ready to go. Just before we start, let's have a little bit of shoulder mobility, up, back and down, head stays still, try to lift and open, and you can bring in a little bit more arm here just to get the shoulders mobilised and just the posture ready for this upright position that we need for sit to stand. Just a few of those, see how that goes. And then just before we launch into our sit to stand, a little bit more ankle mobility. So if you're seated, this one, heel toe, or we have the option here, press and pull. Just 1, 3 or 5, really feel the ankles. And in standing, a couple of options now as we progress. So we can have the heel toe again, or you can just alternate and squeeze up here on the heels, or if you prefer, you can take that ankle range into an actual step and shift. Back heel comes off, and really focus on planting the heel and really over exaggerating the ankle range. So we're incorporating ankle mobility into a functional step. Okay, do we feel ready? We're going to give this chair rise progress check a go. Here are your options, just 2 options on this please. Just have a look. Your option is either the full stand, so start position is here, just have a watch, power up to stand, get your balance, feel for the chair and sit with control. That's 1. Try and go again. That's 2, for example, and on and on and on. Support here if you need it as you stand. The second option, if you're not ready yet for the full stand, or that doesn't feel right for you today for whatever reason, your chair rise is a jockey lift. That's 1. That's 2, for example. I am the master of the stopwatch for this. The challenge, the mission, if you choose to accept, I'm going to give you a 30-second count on the watch here. Pick your option and just see how many you can do in that 30 seconds. This is your progress check or your benchmark mark to see where you're at. Quality over quantity, no rushing, just safe, correct, optimum movement. Are we ready? Ready, steady. Are you excited? Are you a bit nervous? Success is relative. Let's just draw a line, understand where we're at. Are we ready? Pick your position. Ready, steady, go. Keep going. I'm just going to give you this visual cue if you need. Keep the heels down. Lift and lower with control. Or, don't forget the power up. Get your balance. And then sit down with control. Power up. Sit down with control. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay. Just be aware how many you did. Either park that in your memory bank or a good old prosthetic memory is a paper and pen to write that down. And that's exactly what we provided you in this calendar. An option to actually write in here. That's it. That bit's done. Well done. Whatever that number was, it doesn't matter. It's only relative to progress check over time. Great job. All right, I would like to just recap the kind of wrist, upper body, wall press movement that we have been building up to, but actually came to fruition yesterday in all its glory. And here in the calendar, it's parked up at April. So we've done the lower body, that sit to stand, that chair rise, critical functional strength. There's also a need and a critical benefit to maintain posture endurance strength and also functional upper body. And this movement offers some great benefits. I'm going to show you the options and progressions. If standing isn't on your menu today, if your option is to remain seated, that's okay. Your rehearsal for this is the wrist action and the extension from the arms. Looking at extending shoulder height and looking to almost kind of resist, but as if you're pushing an invisible object, and have a look at where your mobility in your wrists are. That's your seated option. We have lots of options in stand. If that's your one, keep going with that, rest after each one. Or you can pit stop in the chair. In stand, have a look. The whole thing, if you're happy to go straight to the full movement, it's this. Hand on wall for balance. This measures the distance from the wall. Place the hands, little elbow, and push away. Now there may be different positions on the wall. If you're not happy to put your hands on the wall, I put my sweatshirt on especially here. But we have some options as well. We're still building up to this. We can step and press. So we can actually take the weight through the step and press. And we can start to build up the hand placement like so. Or if you prefer, on a corner here, I can step and control. So I can really start to also increase the movement with control through the shoulder. Now this pushing movement applies to things like mobilising in and out of bed, pushing up from floor if we need to, pushing open heavy doors. It's one of the fundamental functional movements that our arms do for us. How is that? I think that snack is done. I think that possibly is my closest 10-minute on the nail. I've done. Where are we at? All right, so you can see the theme we're on. Lower body strength plus some upper body strength, and upper body and lower body work together and connect in so many activities. We'll be back tonight for our focus on Dual tasking, our slower movements, perhaps tapping into coordination, and our stretch, our end of day flexibility. So in these movement minutes, hopefully you're starting to hear these words: functional movement, mobility, functional strength, flexibility. So wrapped up within this movement word are lots of individual elements that we're trying to focus on. Collectively they come together and make our world a better place in terms of ease of movement and function. Lovely to see you again. See you tonight, 4 o'clock. 10 more minutes in the bag. Come on, we can do this. See you for now. Bye.